You absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm positive. Here's our cover. Come on.
Oh, back on the island again.
What?
No, nothing.
Well, come on, get down. I don't want anyone to see us.
Look, are you sure this is the right bush and bench?
I'm positive.
There's got to be over 50 benches in this place.
Yeah, but how many say Irma loves Ziggy?
Huh?
Right over there.
Oh, observant, aren't we, eh?
Laura should be here by now.
Along with her friend with the funny eyes.
Why don't you take a look?
If you insist. Nothing here.
Are you sure? Take a look around.
Look, I'm telling you, there is no Laura, no Gray. My feet are getting bloody wet.
Where could she be? She'll be here in a minute.
You said that 10 minutes ago, and she had a head start.
We ran, remember?
Look, the bottom line of this whole thing is that if baby's sister was going to be here, baby's sister would have been here by now.
But this is exactly where she met Gray before.
Now, listen, we'll give it a few more minutes, all right? Okay, that's it. Time's up. Right.
Get down.
What happened? Who? That?
It's just a lady with a baby carriage.
With my luck, it could have been Mel in drag and Laura dressed as the spirit of 76. That would have been at least interesting.
Please, be serious.
Look, I am being serious. I'm also bloody wet through sitting in this rice paddy.
Well, where else could she be?
Look, maybe there's another rendezvous. Okay, maybe he has a program to appear at several places, perhaps all at once.
I hate to say it, but you could be right. But where? Where could she be?
Yes?
You have a visitor.
Laura, honey, how are
Not now. Thank you, Hester. That'll be all.
Look, David, can I at least...
Hello, Laura.
Hello, David.
It's good to see you.
You said to come.
Yes. I said to come to me if you had any information for me. Do you?
Yes.
Good girl.
I have information, and I must give it to you.
All right.
Georgia, would you please see that Dr. Gonzalez gets this as soon as he comes in? Sorry.
Okay.
And if anybody asks for us, we're off duty.
Calling it a day?
Well, almost. We have to stop by the clinic.
Oh, but after that, we're going home for a cozy little dinner for two and an evening together, and it's been so long.
You've been pretty busy, I hear.
Don't ask.
I won't.
Okay.
Here he is. Rick, you got a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Gentlemen, likes to meet you. This is Jack Collins, Dr. Rick. What do you do?
You look very familiar.
He's on television. WLPC, I do the sports.
Of course. How are you? My pleasure. My wife, Dr. Lesley Weber.
Doctor, how do you do? Nice to meet you.
I'm sorry, I don't really follow sports coverage on TV very much.
That's okay, I don't either. You don't know what you're missing. This is Port Charles' answer to Howard Cosell.
I hope you meant that to be a compliment, Joe.
I'm a big fan of yours, Jack.
Thank you. Speaking of fans, I'm a very big fan of yours, Dr. Weber. You're doing a very fine thing with SportsCenter.
Oh, thank you very much, but that is not all my doing by any means.
Well, Jack is the one who was responsible for the coverage of Dollar Day.
That's right. Oh, that's right. I knew your name. That was wonderful. It brought people in droves.
It sure did. The publicity we got was fantastic.
And
Thanks.
you're going to get some more.
We are? What? Tell me.
Well, back when I was at the station doing that appeal during the Diana Taylor mess, Jack was very, very good to me while I was down there.
That's right. They have now probably offered you a job.
No, I'm sticking to lawyering.
No, I'll tell you why I called him. We're doing a feature tomorrow on my broadcast, and I need some information.
On the Sports Center?
Yes, but also on Johnny Morrissey. I understand he's very good. He trains there, doesn't he?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I missed his last fight, his exhibition fight, but my sources say he's great.
We think so.
Well, we'd like to do a feature on him. You know, hometown boy makes good.
He hasn't actually had a pro fight yet.
I know, but if he's got the stuff, and my sources say he has got it, why, then it's just a matter of time. So, also, it'd be a good tie-in with the Sports Center.
I think the publicity would be great. I mean, the more people that hear and see about it, the more the interest is going to be, and it's definitely a community project.
Well, so's Morrissey, from what I understand.
We are very proud of him.
Well, if I could just get a little bit of background information.
Why don't you talk to him?
Well, I plan to do that, but right now I'm doing some, well, you might say a little bit of medical research.
Medical research?
I ran across a file story on a heart attack, and I gotta tell you, I'm a little bit confused about his health.
I told him that you'd be the man to clear him up, Doctor.
I don't need a little bit of your time, Doctor.
I would love to. It's just that now is not a good time.
I've got a deadline. That's my problem.
We do, too. We're on our way to the clinic.
It wouldn't take more than a couple of minutes.
Well, we have to pick some files up there. Maybe you could ride along with us if you
No,
don't
that's
mind.
impossible. I have to get back to the station. I'm doing the evening news.
Okay, why don't we just split up? You stay here and talk to Mr. Collins,
Please
and I'll
call
run.
me Jack.
Okay, Jack. And I'll run over to the clinic and get the files, okay?
Leslie, I don't want you going down there alone.
For goodness sakes, I've done it a million times.
This time is a little different.
Oh, how long have I been working here?
That's not the point. There's no one there.
It's early. Would you look at the time? Don't worry, it'll be all right.
I do worry.
The man has a deadline, right?
That's right, and I really pushed my producer to get enough time to do a great human interest story.
And this is exactly the man from whom to get a great human interest story.
Why don't you wait, and we will go down together.
We can't. Sweetheart, Alice is making something very special for us tonight. I promised her we'd be home on time. Now, don't worry about it. I will meet you at the house, give the man a good story.
Fine, go, okay? Bye. Be careful. Gentlemen,
I always
please.
am.
Thank you.
Good to meet you. Well, the best laid plans. Remember what I said about early dinner and all that?
Uh-huh.
Want to give me any odds?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
No. I think I better call Alice. That's River. Alice, how did you do that? I was just calling you.
Oh, well, here I am. There's nothing wrong, is there?
No, it was me, but what's in the... Oh, you're here. Why? Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just doing an errand for Susan.
Oh, okay.
But now, don't worry about dinner. I mean, all I got to do is just pop that in the oven.
Well, that was why I was calling you.
You're not coming home?
No, we're coming home. It's just that Rick is being interviewed right now.
Interviewed?
Yeah. Oh, right over there for television about the sports center.
Do you think he's going to be on it?
No, unfortunately, he's just giving them background. The story's on Johnny Morrison.
How do you think Amy's going to act if Johnny gets on television?
Impossible to live with. No, more impossible to live with.
Oh, she is already going around telling everybody that he's going to be famous.
Hey, could happen. Anyway, I'm not going to be a problem because I'm just going to the clinic to pick up some files, but I don't know how long this interview is going to take. We'll see.
It will be my pleasure to take you down to the clinic.
Oh, thanks, Joe. I don't need a... Oh, I do. My car's in the clinic, isn't it? Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, listen, do you want... If I get home ahead of you, do you want me to turn on the oven or anything? Oh, I should tell Rick that you're giving me a ride.
No, I
shouldn't
told him that if you needed one, I'd do it.
Oh, okay. You're a prince. You are. Alice, I'll be on time.
Shall we?
Yeah, I've been ready for... Goodbye.
Don't you forget now, it's $3.50 for the oven.
You got it.
I wonder if it would be possible if I could see Dr. Quartermain. I don't have an appointment.
Oh.
Never be able to look Luke in the eye again.
Oh, get down. I don't want anyone to see you.
Look, love, there is nobody here but you, me, and some pigeons.
Yuck, I don't understand. Where could she be?
Well, she's not here, so let's go.
No, not yet.
Look, love, it's getting late and I'm starting to take root here.
I know she was going to meet David Gray, and if not here, where?
Probably the antique store.
All right, then let's go there. Come on, we can call from the coffee house.
Look, it's not going to do any good. Think about it. If she's inside, how are we going to see her?
Well, at least we could see if David Gray was there.
She's probably gone back to the boat by now.
All right, well, then we'll call from the coffee house. Come on.
Wait. Look, I really hate to refuse a young lady. But what is the plan when we get to the coffee house? I mean, aside from inducing a caffeine fit.
We will keep an eye on Gray.
There's no point in that either.
How can you even say that?
Because by his past actions, he'll send her straight back to us, like he's done always.
If that's what he does. If isn't good enough for me. I'm going to go to the coffee.
Listen, nothing is going to happen to her, all right?
Will you please let go of me?
Only if you promise to walk and not run so that I can limp alongside you.
You don't have to go with me.
Oh, listen, I couldn't end such a great day on a low note. Let's find a friendly telephone box and tell Luke what we haven't accomplished.
Here, Laura. Sit down. Make yourself comfortable.
I don't like this, David.
Now, what do you have to tell me?
Something about the exhibit.
Very good. What, Laura? What about the exhibit?
They are going to close it.
What?
Are you certain of that?
Yes. At the end of the week.
That is impossible.
Why?
I am not ready.
Who told you that, Laura?
No one. I overheard Luke Spencer.
David, it's impossible.
Mel, will
They
you
can't...
calm down?
Calm down. If this happens
Laura.
now...
Can you give me any specifics? Why are they closing the exhibit? Do you know why?
Medallion. The medallion like the one you had. There is one on display at the museum.
That's right, there is. But what does that have to do with it?
Luke thinks that that's why you have an interest in the museum. He does not trust you. He thinks you might try and steal it.
Go on. Anything else? Did you hear him say anything else?
Yes. There will be no announcements due to security.
That does it. We are
Shut up.
ruined.
Who else knows about this?
No one. Just Luke, Robert Scorpio, and Mr. Ford.
And the guards? Did they say anything at all about the guards?
Yes. They did not inform the guards.
This is definite.
Yes. Luke is going to meet with the ambassador from Malkuth, and he is certain that there will be no problems.
All of this work
Would you
for nothing.
Stop it, I can't hear myself think.
Think all you want. By Friday, we can't do it.
We're going to have to do it.
Look, there is no time. I need more
We're
time.
simply going to have to work faster.
I am not ready, I told you. Look,
Nothing we can do about it.
David, this is a very sophisticated machine. It requires fine-tuning and adjusting. I can't just turn around and make...
Going to happen.
This is a very...
It'll have to be done. Laura. Where's Laura?
She just walked out the door.
She can't have got far. Get her.
Is she all right? She looked rather strange.
She's fine, Hester. Would you excuse us? There she is. The other side of the street.
Where?
Over there, you idiot. Get her.
Don't call me an idiot. Look, why don't you just let her go, all right? At least she can be out of it.
She can't just be out of it. I have to verify her information.
Verify. I thought you told me you had her mind under control, that she couldn't lie to you.
It's not Laura I'm worried about. She can't fool me. I just want to be certain no one else is trying to fool her. Do as I say. Bring her back if you have to drag her in by the hair.
Please come in, Mrs. Grant. I'm sorry to have kept you waiting.
No, sir, I should apologize to you for barging in like this.
No, not at all.
Well, I really am grateful that you could fit me in.
It's all right. There was a cancellation. It wasn't a problem.
Oh, it makes me feel a little better because I didn't want to take up anybody else's time. I'm not going to keep you long.
That's fine. Will you sit down, please?
Thank you. I just really felt that I had to talk to you.
All right. What's on your mind?
Great deal, Dr. Quartermain, but I'm not sure that I know how to start.
Well, just relax.
Okay. It's just that I thought that I ought to talk to you directly. Because I think that you're the only one who can help.
Yes. Well, what is it?
It's Susan. And, well, she'd really be upset with me if she knew I was here talking to you like this.
What, has something happened to her?
Oh, no, sir, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to frighten you.
Well, if something hasn't happened to her, Mrs. Grant, what is it?
Well, you know that Susan means as much to me as my own daughter.
Yes, of course I know that. I'm sure that you know that you mean a great deal to her as well.
Thank you. Well, naturally, anything that concerns either one... I should really just get to the point.
Yes, you should. I wish you would.
I saw Susan this morning, and she was terribly upset. She just poured her heart out to me.
What did she say?
Well, now, I want you to understand that ordinarily she wouldn't say anything to me, and I certainly just wouldn't come here and talk to you like this, except that she's at her wit's end.
Mrs. Grant, what did she say?
She's thinking of taking the baby and leaving town.
She's what?
You remember she did it before.
She actually said to you that
She doesn't know anything else to do, and I'm frightened because I can't help her. I mean, you're the only one who can help her.
Yes, of course.
I don't know how you're going to stop her. I don't even know if you want to stop her, but... I'm sorry, Dr. Quartermain. I shouldn't be saying these things to you. I really should just have stayed out of the whole thing.
It's all right. It's all right, Mrs. Grant. You did the right thing. I appreciate you coming.
It's just that if she leaves town, you know, and the baby and...
Yes, of course.
Hey, Alan, you owe me one for getting that Frenchman out of town.
Father,
Can't you see? I didn't realize anybody was here.
It's okay, sir. I'm leaving.
No, not on my account.
No, sir. I have to get back to the Webbers anyway.
Excuse me. Mrs. Grant, I want to thank you again for coming down here to see me.
Well, I just hope I did the right thing.
You did. I'm very grateful. Thank you.
What was she doing here?
She, in case you've forgotten, is Susan's aunt.
Well, you don't have to get defensive with me, young man. I could care less about Susan's family. What I am right now is hungry. I was in the area. I thought you might like to buy me a late lunch. You know, kind of reward for simplifying your love life.
I don't feel like eating.
Why? You should feel like celebrating.
She said she was leaving.
She just left. I mean, you showed her to the door. What the hell's the matter with you?
Oh, I'm not talking about that. Susan said that she is thinking of leaving town and taking the baby.
Well, good. It's about time. You know, she held on a lot longer than I thought she would.
I can't lose her.
Alan, another month or so, you'll forget she even existed.
I'm not going to let her go.
Well, I just don't see how you're going to stop her.
There's got to be a way. There's got to be some way.
A cruise.
A what?
Send her on a cruise. That's what I always did.
A cruise?
Yeah, you know what that is. Big ship, high seas. Ship her off to the Caribbean. You know, lots of sunshine, fruit drinks, lots of handsome young men for her to dance with. Always work with your mother.
You know, you may have an idea.
Yeah, damn good one. You know, Alan, your experience with women is absolutely awesome. Well, a couple of more of these entanglements, you'll know exactly what to do. Yeah, send her on a cruise. That way you get her out of your hair and keep her happy at the same time.
You may have something.
Well, I've never known it to fail.
Maybe not. I thank you, dear Father. Now I owe you 2 dinners.
Well, right now, I'll settle for just one.
Right now, you will settle for none, because I have to get back, and I've got to go and see Susan.
Come on, Alan. Can't that wait until after we eat? That little vine-covered cottage is still going to be there.
Yes, it may be there, but Susan may not be there. I've got to get there before it's too late.
It's never too late, my boy, if you know how to handle things. Now, you listen to me. Good Lord, you know, it seems to me all I'm doing lately is planning your love life.
A cruise. Absolutely superb idea. Lots of sunshine, good time. She will adore it.
Yeah, good. Book her on the Andrea Doria. That is, unless they've raised the Titanic.
Thanks a lot. I'll probably see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my. Why? I don't believe a word.
David, okay.
Let go of me.
She didn't want to come back, David.
Let go of me. You're hurting my arm.
Let her go. There's no reason to be rough. I'm sorry. Why didn't you want to come back with Mel?
I have to go back to the boat.
Why do you have to do that?
Those are my instructions.
From whom, Laura?
I gave you the information. It was time to go back to the boat.
You see, my friend, there's nothing to worry about. She's still under my power. Good. Very good. You were indeed following my instructions. But I want you to remain here a little longer.
Very well.
There's something else I want you to do.
What is that?
I want you to call the Haunted Star.
David, are you
Will
sure
you
that...
stop interfering? I know what I'm doing. I want you to call the Haunted Star and tell them you're spending the night with Mel. Do you understand?
Yes.
The phone. Do you know the number?
Yes.
Then call. Give them the message. That's my girl.
I saw her in there. What are you trying to do?
I saw it too. Let's just hope they didn't see us. Taking her to the back room.
Oh, no, he's not.
You're not going to stop him
Would
either.
you stop it? I'm going to scream if you don't let me go.
I will strangle you where you stand.
Why are you trying to stop me from helping my sister?
Don't fight me, Jackie. I'll get your sister back.
Jack, Johnny is the fighter. He's the one you want to have on TV.
Doctor, I'd like to get both of you on the show.
That's very nice, but the people are interested in John. And it's his career that counts here so much.
Johnny wouldn't have a career if it weren't for you and that sports center, and you know it.
Thanks, Jack. Look, I don't want to be in the limelight right now, and if you need a spokesperson, I would say that Joe Kelly would be ideal, or Brian Phillips, our coordinator. And they've both been part of this project from the very beginning.
But they aren't you.
Dr. Weber,
Yes, George.
phone call for you.
Tell you what you think about it. Two of them together on the show would even be better. Be right back. Thanks, George. Dr. Weber here.
Dr. Weber, this is Alice. Is your wife still there?
No, I thought she'd be home by now.
Well, see, that's it. I thought she was going to be home before I was.
Well, she probably got tied up at the clinic. I'll give her a call and find out.
I should have thought of that.
Look, tell Mike that we'll both be home in a little while, all right? Thank you, Alice.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.